Okay. Hi, this is Ice Blue 3. Currently, it is January 4th, 2026. Okay, so I told you I had the story about these adult toys that I purchased. But before I start on that, apparently Maduro, he was captured by the United States on, I believe, January 3rd, 2026. And so it's funny. I did say in my last video that Bill Clinton, um his life changed on October 10th or 11th, 2025, when it seems like Donald Trump, he was snubbed in regards to getting a Nobel Peace Prize. And so I think Maduro, he was the president of Venezuela, I think, or he was the they call him a dictator, etc. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I don't really care. But apparently, in regards to the Nobel Peace Prize, the prize was given, instead of Donald Trump, it was given to Maria Corina Machado for her work in regards to Venezuelan politics and stuff like that. But it's funny that Donald Trump, he solved those, I think, 8 or 9 wars, and apparently he solved Maria Corina Machado's problem in regard by, I guess, probably um capturing Maduro. That's funny. It's funny. It's kind of petty too, but it's funny. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm like I don't really know too much about the politics inside the area. But anyway, the adult toys and Bill Clinton. So on I think around like December 22nd, I ordered some adult toys because I was upset about a situation where I received this email from an Indian man who was probably the FBI trying to mess with me or whatever. But anyway, that sounds crazy, but still, this adult toy situation. So I was upset, and so I was gonna quit doing chart readings for people, and so and also I was gonna quit my YouTube channel because I was out of storage on my phone, and so I was like I quit. Um, so with the last sort of $30 I had or whatever, or $35 or whatever, I said, you know what, instead of buying a hard drive or a memory card or whatever, I'm gonna just buy some adult toys and give these people some to laugh at or whatever, because so many weird things were happening um uh online and in my personal life too. Like let me see, what's an example? Let me pause for a second. Okay, so let's see here. All the way back, I believe in September, October, probably September. I received like a text message from my sister. You know, my mother, she passed away, I believe on mid August. I think August 12th. But she was telling me about some um anyway, the process, her processing my mother's stuff or whatever, and that she didn't have a will or anything. And so the phone that I use, I have 3 phones, but the main phone I use for talking to people, it doesn't have unlimited data. It has like, I think, like about like a 2 or 4 gigabytes of data. And so so anyway, I was trying to send my sister a picture or something like that, and the phone, it was out of data, and so it wouldn't let me send a picture. And so out of nowhere, the phone just said, "Oh, you have 10, we're going to give you 10 gigabytes of data." Right when I was trying to do it, I'm like, okay. It was like maybe somebody was watching, and they felt sorry for me or something like that. Anyway, so the next thing, he paused for a second to remember. Okay, some other stuff happened too. Like I think I said it was either October 5th or November 5th or whatever. Um, I was in my room doing some research in regards to Donald Trump and his upcoming astrology, and like I got a tweet from Dan Bongino, and or a tweet popped on my phone, and it was in reference to Dan Bongino and him talking about some emails. And as soon as I clicked the tweet, I told you I have 3 phones. One of my other phones, it started talking and said, "I cannot be silent anymore." And I think this is on November 4th, 2025, or December. Let me pause for a second to make sure. Okay, no, it wasn't October, November. It was on December 4th. Well, the J6 pipe bomber was caught on December 4th, but I received that tweet, I believe, on December 2nd, and then as soon as I clicked the tweet or whatever from Dan Bongino, um, I heard one of my other phones just started talking and said, "I cannot be silent anymore," and I'm like, "What the world? You want to send me some money then?" There's been some other instances, but I can't. They won't come. I can't remember everything. It's been a lot of instances like that, and I think December the 24th or whatever. When I purchased these adult toys or whatever, right after it, pretty much I received well, I tried to call a relative of mine because they had sent me some money, in which I ended up buying a memory card for this phone so I can continue with my YouTube channel, whatever. Anyway, but so the phone call didn't go all the way through, and so I received a text message saying, "Please call this number," and it was my relative's phone number, and it's like these I'm being watched right now. It's like that. Maybe I'm just crazy though. Oh, another thing that happened. I was going to the mailbox to try to make sure that I received received. Let me pause a second because I'm out of breath. Okay, so I was going to the mailbox to make sure that nobody else didn't intercept this package of adult toys, because I didn't know the size of these toys. I thought because like I said, my friend who committed suicide inside of 2017. When you order these adult toys, sometimes they're just huge, and I was like freaking out. I was like, and they're stainless steel, so I was like, it's probably not gonna be able to fit inside of the mailbox. It's probably going to be so big, it's going to probably break the mailbox or something. Things are crazy shit. And so I was going to the mailbox back and forth to make sure that nobody else could just see what was going on. Because I'm like, I don't really care, but it's like I don't want to explain anything. Like why do you have this? It was a bad decision. But anyway, so I'm going back and forth to the mailbox, and so I get to the mailbox this one time, and there's this white man. He's walking up the road. I'm like, I live in a black neighborhood, so you don't hardly ever see a white man who's clean shaven and all this stuff, who's wearing like a gym clothes or whatever. And I'm like, what is this an FBI agent or something like that? But maybe I'm just crazy. And so he looked at me, I looked at him, and he was trying to reach in the back right there, like he was gonna pull some stuff out. And I'm like, okay, let me go back to my house and get mine. So apparently I think he pulled out a cell phone or something like that. Maybe he played off like he was pretending like he was pulling out a cell phone. But anyway, so it's like anyway. So finally, later on inside of the day, the mailman runs and they stop at the top of the road, and they sit there for a second. Like, and I've been adamant trying to make sure that as soon as this package gets inside the mailbox, that I intercept it and get it and bring it inside the house. Because I'm like, I don't want to explain shit in regards to the situation. But anyway, let me pause for a second. Okay, but you know what though? I had an idea. I was like, maybe that white guy is maybe an FBI agent, and he can't wait until I get this little package or whatever to see what I do with it. Anyway, let me pause for a second. Okay, let me add another detail about this package situation. So I ordered these adult toys, I think on December 22nd, 2025, and they got here on the 2nd. But I'm like, why? I mean, it did say that the package was going to come from China. And so I'm just like, okay, well, after I ordered it. But see, looking at a different tracking software, it showed that the package was in Georgia, like I think around December the 24th or whatever. But for some reason, it got shipped to Chicago, and I guess maybe they had to clear it or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe I was like, maybe the FBI intercepted it, and I was like, you know what? Cool. I wanted to see this shit, and so I was expecting, in my craziness or in my fucking fucked up jokester, jester mindset or whatever. And let me get to the point. So I was thinking that, maybe Cashtel, the FBI director, Cashtel, maybe he probably hates me or whatever for always bringing him up or whatever, or in my videos, or maybe not. But anyway, I was thinking some fucked up weird shit was gonna happen. Like maybe they might intercept the package and like get like buy some boxer shorts or whatever and cut a hole inside of the back, the ass part. And then and also get like a little adult ring that you put around your anatomy, and get like go to like a barbershop and get like some hair and just put it on there, and then also and stick inside the box. What there's a sign, a sign that let me pause a second. So the sign I was thinking about, it goes like, "This is your butthole, but this is your butthole in prison. Don't be an idiot." And so I was thinking like some crazy shit. Anyway, let me see if I can if you can see it on here. So I was thinking some crazy shit was gonna go down with this package or situation, or whatever. But I'm just crazy. I did it. I bought these adult toys for like a little prank or whatever, just to lighten things up for myself. Anyway, what I did not do was look at the measurements of these adult toys. I thought they were gonna be huge, huge. So, I said in my last video, I bought a small, medium, and large. And so, is this a small? Because I can't even tell anymore. I'm not going to show the actual adult toy, but they are inside these little black bags. So it stops. Can you imagine when I went to the doggone mailbox and thinking that it was gonna be a huge ass box? No, the box. Let me pause. Let me even get the box. So here's the box. I thought the shit was gonna be like huge, like big, like no. I don't know how I can do this. Have this like on like just so that you can see like how small this thing was. When I got this package out the doggone mailbox, I was like, they tricked me. They tricked me or something. Something's not right here. But let's just continue. What the fuck? What now? And so these adult toys are so damn small. It's not like I was planning on like it being something serious. But so I opened the little box or whatever, and I was like, okay, well maybe this. I opened one package in a smaller package It was like, I was like, how small are these damn things? And so this is one the size of my fucking pinky. Let me pause for a second. But yeah. So this thing is the size of my freaking pinky. And I'm like, I busted my ass. I laughed my ass off. This is the small one. This is the. Ooh, no, you can't. I don't want you to see the. So this is the medium one. maybe it's the size of my yeah. And then this is supposed to be the large one. I laughed my ass off. I was like, this is probably the funniest. but it gets better. Apparently, the large one is the same dimensions as a reported circumference, girth, and length of Bill Clinton. Right here. Right here. And I'm just like, what? What? I won't have to read that article in a minute, but it's the. Can I do this on camera? Damn, I wish I could just take it out, but YouTube would probably ban my ass. But it's the same. It's the same. I can't pull it out. I can't. Well, I don't know how I can display this in a more. Let me pause for a second. I can probably put some rubber bands around it and. Let me pause. Okay, this will probably do it. It's the same dimensions as Bill Clinton. If I took the little black thing off of it, it's the same exact dimensions of Bill Clinton. And let me read that article real quick so that you can. Some people who haven't watched all my previous videos or whatever, they wouldn't understand the joke that these quarters represent. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so the joke is with these two, this $50, JFK or John F. Kennedy, and this quarter right here. Anyway, I made this joke before, was it October the 11th, right? However, I was saying, point. So around, early September, late August, there's a lot of astrologers saying that Donald Trump, he could be, killed. And I saw the astrologer. I was like, nah, something bad is going to happen that's going to piss Donald Trump off, but it's not going to kill him. And so what happened was Charlie Kirk was assassinated on September the they said that the September 7th eclipse, the September 7th and the September 21st eclipse was a king killer. And instead of killing Donald Trump, it took out Charlie Kirk. And I kept saying that this eclipse is going to piss Donald Trump off, but it's not going to kill him because he has so much. Donald Trump has a lot more stuff to do. And so I did this joke where I had this $50 referencing JFK, and this quarter right here. And so I said, here's your eclipse right here, and the eclipse is gonna kill. The eclipse is gonna in the end take out Bill Clinton, not Donald Trump. And so yeah, and so there's this article. It's from the New Republic. And it's called "The Presidential Penis: A Short History." Keyword short. Anyway, so they have in this article, it says that thanks to various sex scandals, we have detailed descriptions, plural, of Bill Clinton's penis, according to Robert Bennett, Clinton's lawyer in the Paula Jones case. In terms of size, shape, direction, whatever the devious mind wants to concoct, the president is a normal man. There are no blemishes, there are no moles, there are no growths. The Independent offered a more prosaic account. His erect penis is about 5 inches long and has a circumference of a quarter and heads off at an angle, presumably rather like a finger bent at the joint. And so, if it's a circumference of a quarter, I was like, okay, well, you can have the measurements right here. And so, to get this adult toy, it's the exact measurements of Bill Clinton, reportedly and allegedly. But I'm like, what the world? And so this quarter, also, it's the Salt River Big Quarter. And so this references Christopher Columbus. And I think Bill Clinton was subpoenaed to testify on Christopher Columbus Day is October 13th. So Bill Clinton, he was subpoenaed to testify on October the 14th, which is also Charlie Kirk's birthday. He was assassinated. But it's also George Floyd's birthday as well. And apparently Bill Clinton did not go to the hearings or whatever. So anyway. And so back to what I was trying to reference in regards to this quarter. So Christopher Columbus. They said that Christopher Columbus was a slave trader. And Christopher Columbus apparently came to the States he landed here on November 13th some year. But I did say that pretty much Bill Clinton in this chart, he has the same astrology for the date of November 13th, 2025 as his impeachment. I believe his progressed moon made a trine to his progressed ascendant. And the last time this happened was, it was a quincunx in 1998, but his progressed moon for Bill Clinton, it made a quincunx to his progressed ascendant. And that was on a day. Oh, let me pause for a second. I got that wrong. Let me pause. Okay, so no. Bill Clinton's progressed moon made a quincunx to his progressed ascendant on December 26th, 1998. And that was during his impeachment. And so this same astrology happened on November 13th, 2025. And that's when the government came back open after pretty much the Democrats, they let me pause this for a second. It's a lot of information. Let me pause. Okay. Basically, the Democrats, they were trying to give health care to people who came here illegally. Better benefits than the soldiers who lost limbs fighting inside of these wars, and better benefits than the U.S. citizens. And the Democrats, they also allowed for food stamps to just play out until the 13th of November. So Bill Clinton on the 13th of November, it was shown inside his chart he had the same astrology as his impeachments. And I think days later, on November the 20th, they signed the Epstein Transparency Act. And pretty much every file that references Jeffrey Epstein, was said to must have been released by the date of December 19th. And so the DOJ did, on December 24th, they came out and said that there's still some files that they're still sorting through. So anyway, like I said, for Bill Clinton, the next time something huge is going to come up for him is going to be on January the 17th. However, for Donald Trump, his progressed moon is going to make an aspect to Saturn, so something's not going to go Donald Trump's way. Maybe it could play out like something happens in regards to Donald Trump where something bad or blocking happens, and that leads to him saying, okay, release all the Epstein files. And then that's when Bill Clinton gets taken down. Anyway, so let me pause for another second. Okay, so let me try to get back to something like a more positive note or whatever. So I was up here just laughing my ass off in regards to like just getting these adult toys or whatever. Because when I received this email from this Indian man or whatever, how everything played out, it just depressed the shit out of me. And so I was like, it's probably like the FBI or whatever. I know I sound crazy, but still, and they were probably just trying to test me or just because I mean I'm sending dates to I guess the Jesus. I'm posting dates about prominent figures, and some things are actually happening. So I mean, I would only assume that I have to be on some kind of watch list or whatever. I mean, I did predict Charlie Kirk's death, and on the more like hours before he was killed. I'm talking about. I think anyway, at 1:54 a.m. the day of his death, I posted a post saying the daddy that you think is gonna die is not dead that you think is gonna die. And then I also posted a picture of a GIF of a penguin attacking this white man or whatever, and making him fall over and it turn into a rocket and explode on his guy. And like hours later, Charlie Kirk was killed. And so I would only assume that, yeah, I'm on some kind of FBI watch list or whatever. Anyway, let me pause a second. But another thought that I had was it would be interesting, by the simple fact of the matter that the United States was discovered, I guess, on November the 13th, and then for a possible huge change in regards to America is begins on November 13th as well, 2025, referencing Bill Clinton. So that's just something to think about. Let me pause in a second. Okay, but these adult toys. So I was up here just doing research, just doing research, and so I mean they said that Diddy's anatomy is the size of a Tootsie Roll, and I'm like, to have a freaking adult toy that's roughly the size of a Tootsie Roll. I never. I bought these adult toys just to say F you to whatever was watching me, if somebody is watching me, or maybe I'm just crazy. And so it's funny to have an adult toy that's the same dimensions as a reported size and angle of Bill Clinton, and other adult toys that are probably the size and the dimensions of Diddy's anatomy. I'm just saying that's I can't make this show even if I tried. That's fucking funny. I didn't look at the measurements. I was like, you know, it's I'm not gonna do it. Like, I just bought it. I didn't look at the measurements, and I was expecting for a fucking big ass fucking adult toy to be inside a mailbox, and it was this tiny ass box. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like the funniest, best Christmas present I think I've ever bought myself. I mean, if I was being watched, and if like the FBI saw some shit like this, and they intercepted the package, and they saw that shit, they'd probably be like, "What the fuck?" I want to see his reaction for this. You can't. What you gonna do with this? I'm not gonna confirm or deny that I did anything crazy with these adult toys while staring lovingly into Bill Clinton's old ass eyes. Like, oh yeah, I'm in love. I'm not confirm or deny that I did anything crazy with these adult toys. Cashy Cash. Let me pause for a second. Cashy Cash Patel, the FBI director. Let me pause for a second. Okay. I'm still thinking about Cash Patel. And I'm like, I still got these cuffs. Anyway, if I was the FBI director, oh man, is he stuck? If I was the FBI director, I would actually have some fun with that. Like I would, there was this video I saw a long time ago where this man, I think he was a sheriff or something like that, or he was a police officer. But anyway, I think there was a some dude that did some really messed up stuff or whatever, and this police officer was upset with him for some reason. And so at the end of this boy's trial, this police officer, I'll say sheriff or whatever, he threw a fucking bottle of KY jelly at this boy, said, you're gonna need this. If I was the FBI director, I would probably create my own doggone lube. My own lube. And because that's something I thought I was gonna get inside of the box or whatever. Like it was my crazy fucked up sense of like I don't know, thinking that some crazy shit was gonna happen. Because I was upset about this. Anyway. Like I was like, it would be funny if somebody got a picture of Cash Patel and taped it to a bottle of doggone Astroglide. And like drew like some black and blue lines on it. And like call it like Cash Lube or something like that. Whew, this man's gonna kill me. But I mean, and then also put on the bottle, it's Diddy approved, because Diddy reportedly had a fuck ton of Astroglide. And Astroglide is a lube, if you don't know. That was fucked up sense of humor. I have to laugh instead of crying, because I'm like, that email that I got from that Indian man, it messed with me. It really messed with me. And then for these adult toys to come here, and I'm thinking that like they're gonna be like huge. They're gonna be so huge they're gonna break the mailbox like that, or some crazy shit. And like, anyway, this has actually been a fun situation. I never expected it to turn out like this. So anyway, is there anything else I need to talk about? Because I know I sound crazy as shit, but it's like, you know what? This is like actually kind of fun for me for this moment until probably Cash Tail pops up and tries to lock my ass up. But anyway, for what I don't know. But anyway, let's see here. Let me pause for a second. Oh, another thing. So when I opened this box of adult toys or whatever, one of my phones started talking or whatever, and I'm like, what the world? So that happened, and then around the same night I had bought me a bottle of whiskey, drank the bottle, passed out, and then woke up, and for some reason my phone was saying something like, I want to change your. It's a song by Iggy Azalea, where it goes like, I want to change your life. I want to change it. And so, see, it's funny that song was playing, because it's like and I didn't do it. The phone just turned on by itself. It just started just playing the song. As a matter of fact, the night that I got these adult toys or whatever, I went to the store to go buy the bottle of liquor. And so I'm walking, and I'm finna open my door and go into my house, and the phone started playing the song in my pocket. And I'm like, what the world? And so I'm looking at it, and it wouldn't turn off. And I'm like, it's like, I want to change your life. I want to change it. I'm like, and so it's weird stuff like that that's happening. I'm like, what the world? And then so what happened? I think a day later, that's when because I think I got this adult one on the second. A day later, that's when the United States captured Maduro. And I think in my last video, I did say that for Bill Clinton, his life changed on October the 11th, 2025, when his progress Uranus conjoined his natal Uranus. Looking at his astrology. And I said Hillary Clinton's life, it changed on March the 10th, 2025. And that's when Donald Trump, he brought in his people he appointed his people to the FBI, the CIA, and all those stuff or whatever. Tulsi Gabbard, Cash Patel, Dan Bongino and Pam Bundy or whatever. And so it's like I think they've been pretty much digging to get as much information as they can. And I think, like I said, I think they got something, and something could come out around January the 17th, 2026 in regards to Bill Clinton. However, for Donald Trump on January the 14th, something emotionally bad is going to happen for him. So let me see. Let me pause for another second. Was that everything? This phone it keeps on coming on by itself. Oh, and then I think I was talking about Dan Bongino earlier in this video. I said that pretty much this phone, like on December the 2nd, I for some reason I received a tweet from Dan Bongino, or Dan Bongino's name popped up in my phone in regards to a tweet. And then so as soon as I clicked the tweet, one of my other phones just started talking, and it said I cannot be silent anymore. And then days later, that's when it came out that Dan Bongino and the other people, they caught the J6 pipe bomber. But not only that, I think a week or two later, Dan Bongino he announced that he was gonna be stepping down from his position in the FBI to go back to his show. And so when I guess by me hearing Dan Bongino's voice saying I cannot be silent anymore, it was just some kind of situation. And so that's why I'm like, you can call me crazy or whatever. I don't really give a shit. It's just I'm like, what the fuck? And more shit has happened like that. And so just getting these adult toys and these adult toys like being like the anatomy, like the reported anatomy and size and girth of Bill Clinton, and also reportedly Diddy too. I cannot help but laugh my ass off. I don't care if Cash Tail comes in and locks my ass up or not. It's some kind of crazy whatever conspiracy or whatever. I don't know. But I know that sounds crazy as hell, but I'm like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I've said crazy shit, done crazy shit. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna end this video right here. I just want to subplan, just talk about the adult toys I got or whatever. Give a little astrology. Hopefully somebody will watch this and say this boy's crazy as shit, or they'll just laugh. I don't know. I don't really care. Bye for now. I'm trying to make sure that's everything. Let me pause for another second. Okay, no, that's not it. So I did say that. Oh, let me pause for another second though. Okay, so I did say that this phone on the 2nd of today is January. On the 2nd of January, 2026, the phone just started playing an Iggy Azalea song called "Change Your Life." So when I predicted that Charlie Kirk was going to be assassinated, and that was on I predicted this way before the actual date, but the morning of Charlie Kirk's assassination, it was September the 10th, 2025. So I posted a song by Iggy Azalea called "Started." I started from the bottom and now I'm rich. And so it's funny that now I received the no, the phone just started playing another Iggy Azalea song talking about some change your life, and then Maduro was captured. And it's kind of also like referencing my previous video talking about Bill Clinton's life being changed or whatever on October 11th, 2025. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for me. I think the next video I make is gonna be probably around like January 14th or 15th, maybe, unless something else comes up. It's 10 days from now. I might make a video in about like 7 days from now. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for me. Bye for now.